back in Watcher of Realms at the moment. I'm going to see if we can get a little bit more done on here before I get off for the night. Looks like we've got a few different things we can do. We've got the Royal Trial over here. We've got Forgotten Palace, and down here we've got 25 diamonds to claim from that. However, my mouse doesn't want to go. There we go. Alright, 25 diamonds, and we're almost up to being able to claim 2 of these legendary skill crystal shards, so not far away from that. It seems like something to try to strive for. Looks like we need another 67 points to be able to get that. Alright. Otherwise, what do we have here? We've got events, Brave Conquest. We've got 50,000 coins we can claim there. That's for looting gear pieces and meteorites from Cure Raid and Artifact Material Raid. For me, that's just the gear pieces because I don't have Artifact Material Raids open yet, so none of that. Alright, then in the Corridor of Glory, which is for leveling up, starring up, promoting heroes, or upgrading heroes' skills to win trophies and redeem rewards, I've got one of these rare summoning crystals unlocked, which is very, very nice. Going to come in handy for sure. Then we have the Tales of the Smith, which comes from enhancing gear, and we've got yet another of these rare summoning crystals to claim there. So, very nice, knocking those out of the ballpark. What else? In the war room, we've got some things to do, but it's all going to be ultimately guild stuff. So we're going to go to the guild and have a look at that. Our guild XP is 1,300 out of 3,500. I know that there's some way that you can donate to the guild, but I don't know how. I've been told about this, but I have no way to do it as far as I can tell. Maybe it's something that we have to unlock. Not really sure. Okay, go to Drake's Chasm, where we have defeated the dragon for the day. And that was the easy dragon, and now we're on to the normal dragon. I don't know that I'm going to do especially well against the normal dragon. Probably what I'm going to do is die terribly. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's go to fight. It won't matter too much because no way in the world am I going to beat the dragon, so it doesn't matter all that much how well I do. I want to try to get my heaviest DPS in there, so this setup that I have right now is a mess for sure. We have Arrogance, Aim, I do have Cyclone in there. Maybe I've got them all in here. Wolf Girl, that would be Phelan, I think her name is. Eye Patch Girl is there. We got Dalen, we got Borat. Visor Girl? Yeah, we've got Visor Girl, okay. Voltus, and then Crowd Control. So we do have all of our people here. Let's see if we want any of these assists that we have here. So we've got, whoa, Apsan, a level 50 fighter. Let's see, his ultimate is penetrates 3 enemy targets and deals 400% damage to them. Airborne units take 650% damage instead. So that's something to think about. His attack is 4,524, which seems significant. Having some trouble with the mouse not being particularly responsive. That's an issue. No idea why it doesn't wanna do the thing where it moves. That's what I'm dealing with at the moment. I'm gonna try taking the battery out and putting it back in. It's the whole turn it off and turn it back on, you know? Give that a shot. Often is effective. But not today. Not today. I'll literally try turning it off and back on. I don't think that's gonna work any better. Well, that's a real shame there. Alright, another plan here. Unplug the USB and then plug it back in. See if that fixes the issue, or maybe the battery just needs replaced. It's another possibility. Alright, well, we're gonna go with that one, and I'll be right back. Alright, success. I got a new battery, and now, ta-da, the mouse works. So it's just out. Alright, let's see here. We have, from Malvoja, Regulus. Regulus is a defender, and he's not that exciting for this battle. How's about Lord Sigmund? And the cool part about him is that he does absorb 45% of the damage taken by adjacent allies for 12 seconds whenever his ultimate goes off, which is a manually triggered thing. So it's not like he's bad. He's just maybe not what I'm going for right now. Now we've got Rozak. Rozak has 4,985 attack. He is a bowman, so he's a marksman. And his ultimate is deal 900% damage to enemies in range. That's pretty straightforward good, you know? I think that's gonna beat Apsan without much difficulty. His range is also further. Okay, well, further isn't really the right word. It's larger. Okay, he's level 60. He's pretty good. That's from Lord Sigma. Then we have from Bugajoa Nisandi. Nisandi's attack is 7,606, which is very large. When triggered, Strain of Healing increases the hero's healing multiplier by 20%, immediately heals all allies in range one time, and dispels all debuffs from them. 25 seconds after the heal, each basic attack turns into a healing ball that can bounce 4 times. That seems very good. Now I know that Wrath is good. I've used Wrath from Smizzlebeat and Minted quite a few times now, I would say, during these dragon raids. He's very good, but I'm starting to get some people who can do a little bit better than him, I think. We've got Maul. Maul is level 40. This is from Kalion. Perhaps it's Kelion. Alright, his ultimate skill is Abyssal Surge. Deals 750% AoE damage and knocks back the ground enemies with 1-time strength. That won't be so great for the dragon, I'm afraid. Then we have Cerberus, who's a level 50. This is from player 136766258. Ultimate skill is, during the ultimate, increases damage by 80%. Additionally, each instance of damage dealt will inflict 50% slow on the target for 15 seconds. Pretty cool, but not necessarily as good as the others for this particular buy. Here we have Osiren from player 136929979. His attack is 3933, and his ultimate is, this is a mage, his ultimate is deals 60% AoE damage to targets in a large ground effect area ahead per second for 10 seconds. Airborne units take half the damage. Again, not as good as what I would like for this battle, I think. I'm kind of leaning toward the healer, honestly. Then we have this healer, who is a level 50 healer. Attack is 7,232, and its ultimate is increases the healing multiplier by 30% for 20 seconds. When triggered, restores HP equal to 10% max HP for all allies in range. If the heal amount exceeds their max HP, 120% of the excess will be converted into a damage-absorbing water shield that lasts for 10 seconds. That's very cool too. I like both of these healers who are being presented. This is a cool couple of choices here. I am going to go with Nisandi, I think, for this fight. And let's see. So, we're going to have a healer. I'm not used to having a healer on this. I've been going healerless. However, we are fighting the bigger, badder dragon this time around, and probably our people cannot withstand the abuse they're about to take. Maybe even with the healer, we'll see. So, alright, with that in mind, I think the healer may actually be the best DPS on this team. Who knows? We'll go ahead and start the fight and see what happens. I think I'm going to lay down the healer first. It just feels like that's the way to go. That base DPS is just very good. So I'm thinking healer first, then arrogance. If I can find the healer, there it is. This has got a pretty good range on it too. So I think I can just go maybe here, like that, and then we have arrogance he needs to go down pretty pronto. Ain, of course. Then we got Cyclone, who is questionable in his abilities. The Wolf Girl is this one here. She can hit from quite a ways. Cerberus is not on the team, of course. We've got this one here, who I think we can turn. Okay, let's see. Let's switch this around so that I can see a little bit better for placement purposes. And then we can switch her like this. And then we've got Eye Patch Girl. She's pretty good range on her too. We can stick her over here. She won't be within healing range here, I don't think, actually. So maybe, what if I don't do that? How do I pull it? There's a way to pull it back, but I don't remember how. Ah, well, let's just go ahead and stick her there and not worry about it. We got Dalen. She could have helped with a spring step out faster, but I failed. Boruch is gonna, he's gonna be the one to replace whoever dies first, essentially. Then I think the way to go here is just to use the ultimates as soon as they present themselves. Because, again, we're trying to do as much damage as possible. I don't know that it's going to matter too much, but we'll see what we can do. Let's turn this around so that we can see a little bit better. And let's look at the stats here. So Arrogance is definitely winning this this fight. Followed by Ain, Phelan, Brienne, Cyclone, Dalen, and Reen. So the I could have probably read that personally, but okay, I just realized what I did. I don't have access to all the spells of the healer, and probably all that she does is heals and no attack stab. But she's very good at what she's doing, and she's keeping my guys alive thus far, so I'll take it. Seems sufficient for the task. If she can keep them all up the entire time, that's going to increase the amount that they can do significantly. Obviously, being alive is better than being dead as far as DPS goes. 10 out of 10 times. So, the only ones who are being destroyed right now are the ones that are outside of healing range. So they will go down, and when they do, I wonder if this will bounce out to them or not. No idea. They're definitely outside of range of her healing, but bouncing around, I don't know. Will be effective. I'll try to put them in range next time, if I can. I should have done it initially, but my brain wasn't working particularly well, I suppose. So here we are. Alright, Dragon's going to be promoted. We're about to hit phase 3, which I feel like just getting through that far on this dragon, which I think is like the normal dragon, is a good thing. Because previously we were not able to do very well on this. I think I tried it one time and the abysmal failure, really. So the fact that we're still alive in phase 3 is looking good. I think I may have actually just been party whacked by now previously. So, we'll take what we can get on that. I didn't even realize that I hadn't put Voltus out. Definitely needed to do that, but oh well, it is what it is. The healer is doing a phenomenal job at keeping the guys alive. So I don't know that I chose the right order to put people out in necessarily. I don't know. It's hard to say. But either way, it's not too bad. We're really racking up the dragon blood up there, up to 484, and we're on phase 3, so can't complain too much about it, I don't think. Let's see, I get to put one out again. Well, it depends on who we have available, but it's likely that I would go for the, I'm gonna go for this market right here. Um, Brienne, her name is Brienne. I will get her out if I possibly can because she's the highest DPS that's down at the moment, and one of the highest DPS on the list. She's not the highest, and in fact, Cyclone is out DPSing her in this fight to my great surprise. Previously, Cyclone has not really impressed me, but this time around, um, he's doing good work. I think we'll go right there with her. And this dragon is, he's hit us pretty hard, but was not able to kill the crew due to that healer keeping us up. He ended up with 592 dragon blood and did pretty good, all things considered. Should have looked at the stats to see the final stats there, but I feel like we got 18% of his health down, which is pretty good for one go. 17.94%. I mean, I'll take it, it's not bad. Okay, so we'll try that again. We've got to choose a different guy this time. So what do we have at our disposal right now? We have Malboja is giving us Regulus to use. Regulus is, again, he's a defender, but he does, increase the health of the people around him. He's not a healer. He doesn't increase their health, he just absorbs the damage that they would otherwise take. This elf is good DPS. I've seen her at work. She's just purple. She's not gold, but she's just quite good. This is Boreas. I've seen him a few times. He's pretty cool because he's got this thing. He activates Eternal Eye Statement, which is pretty cool. When an ally inflicts freeze on an enemy, deals extra damage ranging from 300% to 900% based on the freeze duration. The damage reaches its maximum when the freeze duration reaches 3 seconds. This effect has a 1.5 second cooldown. So you can pair him up with Mari and do some cool things. However, it's not going to work on the dragon freeze, so there's really no sense in it for this fight. Cerberus, again, is not great for this. Muriel is level 35 in this case, and Muriel does increases defense by 30% for 20 seconds. During the period, grants defense-based healing to the ally with the lowest HP in range per second, restoring HP 50% base healing. Well, that's interesting, but I don't know that I want her for this fight. We have Iona from Exodian, and level 23. That's gonna not be as helpful for this fight, I don't think either. During the ultimate that lasts for 20 seconds, each attack summons a star domain at the enemy's location, dealing 50% AoE damage. After a while, multiple stars will fall within the range of the star domain, dealing 30% AoE damage 4 times. Not gonna grab her for this one, or him, whichever it is. And then we have Baron over here. I have a Baron. This guy's Baron is level 50. I've been fairly unimpressed with Baron. I know that everybody says it's very good. I definitely don't want it for this battle. Idril from AB 2525 is a very good choice. She is an elf. She does high DPS. This one is one of the, it may be the better one, I would say, on this page as far as damage goes. I don't know if I want to take her or not. She's especially good because her attack here, it can hit anywhere on the board. Her ultimate goes off and she hits anything that there is. I'm tempted to grab her, but I want to refresh and see if I can get anybody that's better for this fight. Let's go ahead and give it an update and see what we get. Okay, so again, we got one from AB 2525, a level 50. And this guy is a fighter. We looked at him a minute ago. He's not terrible, really. And his attack is 4524. We got Draga from Lord Sigma, level 50. And this is a defender. Not really what I'm going for in this fight either. We got Nyx from Malboja. Nyx is level 47, attack is 1980, and it's a marksman. After attacking an enemy, deals AoE damage equal to 60% of attack 3 times for 20 seconds. Xeris is very good. I've used him before in this. I borrowed him, I think, from the same person, which is player 136766258. And I believe he did good work last time. He summons 4 Souls of the Damned and reduces the summon number by 1 with each ultimate cast. A minimum of 1 Souls of the Damned can be summoned. He's best near the end, right? Because his damage decreases over time. So, you know, if you don't put him out right away, then you can get the full benefit of his power later on. And but it does diminish over time. So there's no reason to put him out early in the game because it'll just get worse. Then we have Camille from Crix. Camille is one of the starter ones, and I have her myself at a higher level, so we won't grab her. We've got Helga from Smizzle Be Demented. Smizzle Be Demented has a lot of cool guys here. Lord Sigma also does. Alright, Helga. That's a fighter, and attack is 7,245. Her ultimate rapidly strikes the target with the highest hit points in range, dealing 20% damage 4 times every X seconds. X is equal to 30% attack interval, which becomes shorter as the hero's attack speed increases. Interesting. I haven't seen that one before. I'm interested in trying it out. We have here Oleg from Exodian, level 22. Attack is 676 at this level, and he stops attacking and shifts to a defensive stance for 25 seconds, increasing physical damage reduction by 40% and blocked by 1 for his ultimate. And then we have this one again. We saw him earlier, Theowen, level 18, attack 622. This is from 381086, and the ultimate is that he throws a spinning blade that deals damage equal to 100% attack. The blade stays in place and deals AoE damage equal to 85% of the hero's attack per second, just run enemies for 10 seconds. Alright, we have here another Baron. We just looked at him, and he's not one that I'm really interested in right now. Then we have Lucius. Lucius' attack is 3,742, and he loads the weapon with Sanctified Bolts, increasing damage by 30% for 20 seconds. Basic attacks and pursuits deal an extra 120% damage one time. The next basic attack dispels up to 5 buffs from the target upon hit. When activated, dispels all damnations inflicted, and the hero won't be inflicted with damnation during the ultimate. Let's look at damnation. The intensity of damnation received. The higher the stacks, the closer to demonic embrace cannot be dispelled. So that seems like he would be good in one of those demon fights I've heard about but don't really know anything about yet. I think I'm gonna try out Helga. She seems fun. So just to refresh, she's going to sort of do more damage over time during her ultimate, it looks like. And do a decent base damage to start with. So we're gonna grab her. And somebody is going to be left at the wayside as a result. And the other thing is, if I don't bring a healer, they're gonna die. If I do bring a healer, I'm gonna lose out on DPS. Which one is gonna be better, I'm really not sure. If I was going to get rid of somebody for the purposes of getting a healer, I think I would have to go with this crowd control girl here. Mari, I think her name is. So, do I get rid of Mari in order to bring a healer? Maybe it's a good idea. The maybe. Because she's not that much DPS. She's a little bit, but she's not much. Let's go ahead and give it a shot and get rid of her. We can bring in the healer, and that's also going to boost our other people a little bit, because they're in the same faction as Lord Aim. So, seems like a good thing to try. We're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. I think I'm gonna start with putting down the girl that we borrowed from somebody here. Seems like a good idea. Let's go for it. Alright. Here we go. Got the dragon flying in. He's got some... it's not even really hard to breathe. He just roars a bit. And then try to find the person. There she is. And I think we just stick her right out front here. Why not, right? Followed by Arrogance, and then Aim, and then Cyclone. Now they're getting hit, but we're not going to worry about that quite yet. We got Wolf Girl here, and we're going to try to stick her over here so that we can get a bit of healing going. I think we probably can go there, but let's wait on that. I would like to get this one out, and preferably within healing range would be nice. I'm not sure what the right answer here is. If I go outside of healing range, it's going to be an issue. I could go here and then stick the healer over there. Seems like that's not the worst idea, except that now if I do that, she's outside healing range. Well, failure all around there, I would say. Did not think that through very well. That's okay. We'll not worry about it quite yet. Just keep going forward with throwing people out. Got Barud out. We're gonna get Eye Patch Girl out. And, man, I just don't know where I ought to stick these folks. You know what? It's a bad showing all around. We're just gonna apparently stick someone out who can't possibly... Okay, alright. Alright, we gotta try to do something about this. That's not gonna work at all. Alright, here we go. There it is. Best I can do. Could have been better, but... oh well. Already lost somebody to the dragon right away, and... well, actually, that wasn't to the dragon. That was to having to pull her back. Because I foolishly stuck her out when I shouldn't have, or arranged things how I shouldn't have, I should say. I don't know that there was any really good way to make it work, but I mean, sticking Brienne where she can't be healed isn't good. Then again, I don't know, it might do as good or better. Overall, I'm not sure. Looks like Brienne is doing the best. So she would have been the one to stick out. So we've got Arrogance, Aim, Helga, then Brienne, then Phelan. Fortunately, Phelan isn't far behind, so I don't know. To be honest, Brienne might be able to take a few more hits than Phelan could. So it may have worked out alright to have Phelan be the one with the healing. Not much to do about it now. What's done is done, right? She will die, but she's being able to survive a little bit at least. Sufficient. Alright, charging his power for a heavy assault attack now. Will do. So we knocked the dragon out before he could do his heavy assault. That was phase 2. Fortunately, Brienne has held up better than expected without a healer. The others are surviving very well. They're all still at full health, so the healer is doing a good job on the ones that she can. It's a matter of time before he does his dragon spit thing, this scorching spit, and wipes her out probably. Hey, she took another hit. Good job. Good job, Brienne. Um, but regardless, the dragon claw is next. And nice, nice. Lived another round of that. Cool, cool. The more she can survive, the longer she can stay and play, the better off we are. Just gonna knock him out next. Throw him into the mix right away. Because we gotta replace the DPS immediately to get the most dragon blood out of this. Because like I said, no way are we going to beat the dragons that's happening. What we can do is just get as far as we can get and get as much dragon blood as we possibly can. I think that's going to increase the number or the reward size that the whole guild gets. I don't know. That's my understanding though, so we'll see. So unfortunately, I was hoping that Helga would do a little bit better than she has been. Um, she's not doing as well as Aim or Arrogance, but she's doing better than any of the others. So maybe it was okay. Maybe we could have chosen a better assist. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Dragon's hitting pretty hard right now. Now at this point, I could put Brienne back out. I could pull him and put her back out. That's probably a good idea if I can find him. There he is. Okay. Pull him, put her, need a little bit more damage in for a few seconds here. It's a good thing I did too, because he was about to die anyway. This way we can all die together here. That's what. Alright, we only have a few seconds left, so I think they'll make it through. But it's, it is what it is. Okay, Arrogance, Ain, Helga, and Thane is what the numbers look like. We got 604 dragon blood, and I think that might be a little bit more than we got last time. So, overall, not bad. Alright, let's see. Arrogance, Ain, Helga, Phelan, and then actually this crazy Cyclone guy who has been previously fairly unimpressive did a pretty good showing on his DPS. I can't complain about that. He actually out DPS'd Brienne. That being said, Brienne was out for a while and had to be brought back in. So, I mean, survivability. Yes, he survived, but also he had healing. So, I don't know. Can't be sure about how that looks. All right, now got a pretty good bit of damage there. I mean, we did 36.24% of the normal dragon's health. Not bad. Pretty good. I like it. Alright, now, let's go back down there. That completed our guild quest. So, challenge Drake's Chasm 2 times. Got it. Got 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity, and 5,000 gold for that. And then we come over here. Let's look on the friends have something going on. Let's see. AB2525 has said I've cleared chapter B in 515 with the help of your hero Aim. B in 515. Not sure what that one is. Thank you for the assistance. Well, of course. Any day. Alright, what else? I don't know. Maybe that was all it was. Maybe it was just letting me know that had happened. Not really sure. Alright, looks great. What else do I have to do? Anything? Looks like, let's click on quests and claim this. Level up heroes 3 times. Claim that, we get 5 engraved rings and 1 stamina potion sample. Alright. Challenges are mostly going to be stamina. I did claim a little bit of stamina earlier, but for the most part, I've claimed all that I'm interested in, except for it looks like this. Spend 9,000 stamina and get 88,000 gold coins. Spend 9,500 stamina and get 88,000 gold coins. Enhance gear by a total of 640 levels. That gives us 160,000 coins. Enhanced gear by a total of 720 levels gives us another 660,000 coins. Enhanced gear by a total of 800 levels gives us yet another 160,000 coins. Reach gold 1 in the arena. Get that, and that gives us 30 diamonds and 160 arena coins. Very nice. I like it. Looks good. Get out of there. War room. Void Rift is the current thing that I was working on. I don't have time to really work on that right now, though. I'm gonna have to come back to that, I'm afraid. Probably tomorrow. Okay, so pretty decent showing overall, I would say. Let's check on the black market over here, because that's always a fun thing to find out. Rare summoning crystals for only 70 diamonds. Much better than 88 that you'd have to pay for them in the summoning screen. So since I'm not going to be on for very much longer, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this screen and see if we can get anything else of interest. No, nothing there, and we're going to refresh again. Okay, I don't see anything that's blowing my mind here, so we'll refresh again. This is our third refresh, last free one of the day. Well, there's a mythic extract. I don't know exactly what they are. I think it's just an extra thing used to level up heroes to stage 6. And while I am trying to save up on my diamonds, I still think it's a good opportunity and I should grab it while it's here. So I'm going to, even though maybe I shouldn't. Otherwise, we have this Vitality Weaver weapon, rather. I don't think that I want it, though. Okay, good to go on that. Get out of there. We do have the Oracle's Trial going on over here. I don't know. This must be okay. Vault in the Sands is something I already did. Arrival of Heroes is about summoning heroes. I plan to do some more of that tomorrow in there. Forgotten Palace is participating in Tier Raid 3 to win trophies and redeem rewards. We are ranked number 4, and we're almost at getting this legendary skill crystal shard, 2 of those. So I'll definitely want to do some more of that before it ends tomorrow, or I guess not tomorrow, 2 days and 2 hours from now, so day after tomorrow night. That's definitely something that I want to look at doing. Let's see. Right now, though, I may just see if I can break quickly do a storyline. Well, probably not the whole thing. In 6-8 is the next one, and we're actually on in 6-5. But at least one more, I don't know, level, one more stage in this chapter. First, though, we have these 20,000 coins up here to claim, so we'll grab those. Alright, now, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Sacrament of Meat. We anticipated a brutal and blighted scene, yet I underestimated those bastards. They were summoning demons from another world. Alright, well, there you go, demons. Here we have Adag's Summoner, Gate to the Abyss, Lesser. The summoner who swore his life to the Eldritch God. When the summoner arrives at the altar, he will sacrifice himself to open a summoning gate, calling forth the Abyssal Beholder. That sounds bad. We don't want any Abyssal Beholders up in here. Hulu. No. Alright. Once farmers from Salem's Farm, now pawns for the Eldritch God. They've dosed enough abyssal demon blood to become acolytes, able to sacrifice themselves to open the gate to the abyss for a short duration. They see the act as pure bliss. Gate to the Abyss Lesser, sacrificing themselves at the altar to open a summoning portal for abyssal beholders. Terrible. We hate it. Here's the Abyssal Beholder. He's not nearly as Cthulhian as I believed he'd be. Demons from hell with huge eyes that can see through the fear in the hearts of their enemies. They have high magic resistance. Alright, good to know. Maddened Salem Farmer. We've seen those already. And Fallen Archers. We've also seen those. We've actually seen all of those except for Adax Summoner. I'll note that Adax Summoner and the Fallen Archers are both ranged. We have one portal that we're trying to protect, one soul shard. It looks like they have 3 summoning portals, or maybe 2 summoning portals, and some strange thing up there that may or may not be a portal. Maybe that's the altar. Who knows? Either way, there's not much I think that we can do about that, unless I want to try to build a little bit of a defense up there. Could try that. Let's see. Maybe I will. Who knows? I think we got one. I'm okay with whatever we have in this group, honestly. I think that it won't matter because they are wanting 58,600 VP. We have 157,942 VP, so it's looking to me like it's going to be a steamroll probably. And so maybe I do just try putting somebody up there and see if we can keep this summoning business in the bud right off. Let's see what happens if I stick. What if I stick Curve right here and try to blow him up before he even does anything? That might be fun. The lady said something. The gate to the abyss requires the lives of addict summoners to maintain. Kill them, and the gate will collapse. Cool. That's what I did. All right. So if we've got her up there, I think there's a decent chance she can just smite them pretty hard. And I'm gonna wait and see what I actually need to do next. I think I don't know. Possibly we can just put him out and try to fight this war on 2 fronts. Perhaps it could be fun. Let's give it a shot. Let's see here. I wonder if she can hit far enough out. It's not great. Maybe here and then hit both sides. It's not bad. We don't have any other platforms over there. I'm not sure that it's really necessary though. I do have this robot we could throw out somewhere. I call him a robot because he looks like a robot, but it's actually not a robot bot. It's Cyclone. Another question is, do I want to try to do any defending on the northern side of things? I don't know if it's strictly necessary. Maybe I just go full offense up there. Realistically, it's kind of crazy the amount of damage Arrogance does. So I don't know which way to go with this. I think I'll just stick him out and put aim behind him. And then we have a pretty good, decent defense there, considering these guys are so much weaker than our guys. I could then put him up here. I don't know if I'll need any healing or not. Thus far, it hasn't looked like it. I'm gonna go ahead and just double tom this and see what happens. I feel like we can recover if things go poorly anyway. Not terribly worried about it at the moment. So apparently there was absolutely no need for a healer or anything extended. Just simple, straightforward, and quickly finished. 15 diamonds, 333 XP potions, and 450 coins. Alright, let's see. Let's try the next round of this. I'm going to shred this place to pieces. Those bastards dared to invoke power from the beings of the abyss. The vile monstrosities which enjoy no other sacrifice than human beings. Alright. Here we have 2 portals, 2 of the soul shards, rather. they have 3 portals and 1 sacrificial altar over there. Those guys are pretty easy to kill, so I can probably just chunk probably just Brienne up there and kill those folks before they even make anything happen. Then I can build a defense around the lower left hand and be good to go. We've got Addict Summoners, Madden Salem Stable Hands, Abyssal Beholders, which may or may not ever even appear on this, Madden Salem Farmers, Raging Mutant Rodents, and Addict Follower. We haven't seen him yet. He's another ranged guy, wielding the soul magic. The Abyssal Demon will twist every soul he touches. Rumors say that a twist in the soul is 1,000 times more painful than burning in the abyss. And then we have the Fallen Archer, who does some ranged. Alright, so let's go to fight. Take the team as is. And I think I'm gonna... Well, we'll see what's gonna happen first. Which direction are they coming from first? Okay, so from there first means I'm gonna throw Brienne up here to just start hitting them right out of the gate. And then we've got somebody coming from the north down, and I'm going to throw, and then see if I can get arrogance out. Maybe I can't. Looks like I don't have time to do that without putting somebody in front. So these guys are a little faster than I wanted them to be. It's alright though. We'll just give it a second, and then we can put out Arrogance. Arrogance is a pretty nasty opponent, so I don't think they're going to like him very much. We also have Ain over here, who I believe I will throw out next, most likely. He can hit a couple of spaces in front of him, and he's got some pretty good DPS on him. And then I'll stick this Cyclone guy out, but I'm going to place him, I guess, towards the other direction. See how that goes. So far, I'm not feeling particularly endangered. I think I will... I don't know that I really even care about putting the healer out yet. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we got these guys coming. I could go ahead and put him out and face that direction, I suppose. Now let's double time this. It looks like the altar has gotten a little bit of attention over there. I will put the healer out here. I think maybe they're each doing a little bit of altar building. I can't really tell. Hard to say. We have one more person who's deployable, but there's no real reason to until we need to. So far there's, been no real damage done to our guys. So it's just an easy level overall. Cleared the stage. Alright. We've got 15 diamonds, 333 XP potions, and 450 gold dragon tokens and coins. Alright, let's see here. 6-7. I suppose we could clear that real fast. It looks like they're going pretty quickly. Sacrifices beyond sacrifices. Altars beyond altars. Alright, let's see what that looks like. So we have 2 different altars going on here. And 1 portal otherwise. And then we've got our soul shard down there to defend. Addict Summoner we've dealt with, Mutant Rodents, Abyssal Beholders, Madden Salem Stableman, and the Madden Salem Farmer are our opponents for this. So we're going to go fight them. Start with the same team, and this time I think I'll stick Brienne at 1 portal, and let's see. Certainly Brienne at 1 portal. Let's see which one's going first, though. Maybe we see which one's going first. Don't know. Okay, well, maybe not. maybe we just throw Brienne out over here. And who should we throw out on the other one is the other question. Um, Another high DPS who I don't care about not being anywhere else. I guess I could do. See, I don't like doing her. How about we do her and see if she can do any good at this? We'll test her. Maybe. She's not nearly DPS, honestly. Now we have that one coming in. Looks like they're gonna try to go down this way. So how's about we go face this direction, maybe? We can. So she is insufficient cast, it seems, over there. Um, Maybe we put him here. No, maybe not. Maybe, yeah, I suppose. Try bring him here facing this direction too. Be a little bit of a blockade in case it's necessary that way. Brienne is taking care of her area handily. Let's go ahead and can we just stick her, right there would be great. It wouldn't be terrible though, honestly. Maybe just to give a little bit more DPS. Um, Maybe that's all it needs. We'll see. Okay, let's speed this up. Let's see who else we need to get out. So between the two of them, they were able to keep that handled over there. I could put out plenty more people if I wanted to, but I don't really see a lot of need to. I could maybe get them gone a little sooner. They have a long walk before they die. Let's see if we can make them have a little bit of a shorter walk. A little bit. We need to sped it up a little bit. I wonder if I can put him over here and make it go a little faster. So that'll stall him right there, and she can finish him off. Alright. Well, okay. Did that, no problem. 15 diamonds, 333 XP potions, and 450 coins for that. Alright, well, that was interesting. We've run out of stamina now. I could go and claim some of the various stamina that I have, but it's already 11:45, and I was hoping to go to bed a little earlier tonight than 2 in the morning. So, we can claim 100 stamina now. We're not going to. I'm going to just get out of that, and then I think maybe that's where I call it a night. Looks like I've claimed all the stuff of interest. I guess I'll check the daily quests real quick. Make sure we got all of them done. We did. Weekly, don't need. Certainly, perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything that is pressing there. The only thing left in the monthly is signing in for 25 days. So yeah, I don't see any reason to stay in any longer right now because it's almost midnight, guys. It was a pleasure streaming with you as always, and if you are not following me yet, be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications and see the next time that I go live. Hopefully, I will see you then. Have a good night, everybody.